Here we are, day 31 of my journey of becoming a YouTube creator. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Sam, and this is my weekly update video on my journey of trying out this YouTuber thing. And I've been learning a lot, and I've been making some mistakes here and there, but this video is really to give you an update and real-time access to how I'm doing with YouTube. And so here's some things, right? One, this week I've learned that less but better is a strategy. So this past week I was in Miami for a week. I live in Southern California, but I was in Miami and so for work. And so there wasn't that much time to do anything with this channel except find a little spot by the bayside and record a video and upload that one video and kind of extract 3 shorts from it. And it actually did pretty good. I'm learning that you don't have to create like videos every single day, but probably once a week is a really good cadence that I'm learning. And so for me moving forward, I think I'm gonna focus on less but better. And so on Sundays, I'll make this kind of like update video about how I'm doing as a YouTube creator, but also maybe work on one video that talks a little bit about how my pursuit in the next 2 years to make 50s my best decade ever by working on 5 dimensions of flourishing and kind of working on making incremental progress on each of those 5 dimensions consistently for the next 2 years. And so I'm really excited. It's been a lot of fun. Right now, I'm not home. I'm still traveling. This time I'm in San Diego for my son's a national tournament that he's a part of. He's doing really well, and so I'm trying to film this before I go watch his semifinal game, and hopefully they'll win that and get into the finals. But yeah, so I'm in Chula Vista right now in an Airbnb. So if you're thinking the background looks different, because it is different. All right, so let's get to the metrics, right? One is I am currently at 51 subscribers, which is pretty cool. I didn't really do much on the YouTube channel, but it grew as much as the previous week. So previous week I grew by 10. This week I grew by 9. And so thank you for all those who are new, joining and following along. So grateful. And for all those that have been commenting and giving me advice, specifically one of you, Kathy Southwestern. Sorry that I didn't give you a shout out last time, but all the advice on making shorts, I appreciate it. So sorry I didn't call you out by name. One of the things I'm learning is YouTube etiquette. If you're gonna learn something by people contributing, it's really good to attribute where the learning comes from. So she's one of a few that's been really helping me, giving me advice on how to be a YouTuber. And so a good special thank you for you. So 51 subscribers, but the interesting thing that YouTube Studio is saying is that my watch time is actually growing by 86%, which means people are actually sticking around watching the videos for a little bit longer. I don't exactly know what that means, but I think that's the idea of retention. And so hopefully the things that I'm sharing with you has been not only just bring you into my own story and my own journey, but also has been something valuable or at least entertaining enough that you'll watch for the whole video, right? Another thing that I've been noticing is that not telling anyone about my YouTube channel that's in my life is actually really, really good. I haven't really told anyone except for my wife. Actually, she's the only one. Actually, let me add that. My kids know, but they don't care, right? So, but my wife knows. But I haven't really told anyone. I've been on a trip where I'm filming and they're asking me what I'm doing. I'm like, oh, I'm just having some fun. Not that I want to lie, but I just don't want these channels to be influenced by kind of my other networks and other platforms to see if I could actually build this YouTube channel specifically using YouTube only. This week I talked a little bit about the different habits I'm gonna upgrade or add into my life to help my physical, mental dimension. But I'm just gonna be real. I think I took a bigger bite than I think I could chew. Meaning, I shared like how I'm gonna level up on my physical, right, by eating, moving, and sleeping better, and then how I'm gonna level up on my mental by writing. And what I realized is that instead of tackling all of them at once, actually tackling one at a time, I think is probably the better way to go. Because honestly, in my habit tracker, it has not been good. Travel and all the busyness of life made it really, really hard. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna focus on one. And then if I could do 7 days in a row, then I'll do what they call habit stacking, where I'll add the others. And so just as a recap, this is the habits, right? So sleep was called digital sunset. So an hour before I go to bed, I'm gonna turn off all my electronics and prepare myself for bed, because as a person that I've learned from, he leads Heroic, his name is Brian Johnson, is that your day begins the night before. And so how you prepare to go to bed is actually the start of the new day. And so for me, I think the digital sunset will be a really important habit. Second is eating real food. So I've been pretty good with that in this traveling. I haven't gone to like any processed food, even though, you know, here and there I did have moments of weakness. But yeah, so that's been something that I've been trying to do on the eating. Moving, walking, and running. I said that I was gonna run 3 times a week. I haven't run once this week. So, hey, you know, I gotta just keep trying, right? And then lastly, writing, evening exam and writing. At the end of the day, writing out and processing in my journal. And so of all of that stuff, the only thing that I actually really did somewhat is the eating side. And so this next week, I'm actually gonna focus specifically on the running, because I'll be home. And I'm gonna try to make sure that I'm consistent, either walking every single day or at least running 3 times this week. All the other stuff I'll begin to incorporate once I get back into rhythm of walking and running regularly. So that's just being real, right? As much as I make these videos talking about like all these practices and habits, I'm just a practitioner trying to figure out how to do this and build a life that we will consider flourishing. And so next video this week is gonna be this book on psychology of money. At this Airbnb, this book was in the shelf, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the book that I've been reading. And this is gonna focus on helping me to work on the finance dimension of the 5 dimensions of flourishing. So I'm really excited to make that content this week. I think I'm gonna be a little bit more produced on that, just because I'm not an expert in finance, and I'm gonna try to, you know, incorporate the things that I'm learning. But I think I have a framework that I think has been the journey of my life that I have shared in the past that I'll share this upcoming week. So I'm here in San Diego, and that's the update. So grateful for all those who have been subscribing and commenting. Please let me know if you have more advice on how to build this YouTube channel. I would love to receive it and learn from you guys, and I'll make sure I'll attribute the advice to you guys as I do that. But again, I'm at 51 in about 31 days. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know what's normal, what's not. But my hope is that this next month actually, as we start approaching my birthday, I'm gonna really begin to kind of synthesize and clarify and put some structure on what I'm doing here. So then I could really have a good 2-year runway to make my 50s the best decade of my life. And so grateful for you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.